cried and she said, "Mommy." And then there it is. When I looked at her, she was choking. And then after that, she vomited like 3 times. Hi everyone, this is me, your lawyer in the making mom. And if you're new to my channel, I'm a mom and a graduate of Juris Doctor degree, which is basically a doctoral degree in law and jurisprudence. I upload videos on self-love, self-care, and self-improvement. What's unique about my channel is that I provide legal basis or significance for every video that I make. This is the legal basis for this video. I'm passionate about helping women attain their best life by looking after their well-being and attaining their personal goals. For today's video, I'll be sharing our Hong Kong experience with you last Christmas. Well, the time that we traveled in Hong Kong, there were rallies everywhere. The violent protesters in Hong Kong. Just a backgrounder, we spent our Christmas in Hong Kong and I was around 7 months pregnant. So Cathay Pacific has a requirement that if the passenger is pregnant, 6 months pregnant and below, the requirement will be only a medical certificate that there is no complication on the pregnancy and that the pregnant woman is fit to travel. So as to 6 months and above pregnancies, they have more requirements. So we twerked it a little bit and asked my OB-GYN to issue the medical certificate that I'm 6 months below pregnant and that I'm fit to travel. Well, I never had complications before in my first pregnancy, so my OB-GYN is actually complacent that there will be no complications for me for the second pregnancy. So she issued it immediately. I'm thankful for that. So in order to conceal my big tummy at that time, I was advised to wear loose clothes and loose pants so that it won't be noticed that I'm having an advanced pregnancy already. So which I did. But my husband was really aligaga. He was considering that we will be caught, that there will be complications, etc., etc. Thankfully, there was none. So we arrived at Hong Kong at around 8 o'clock in the morning. My cousin fetched us at the airport and there we go. She immediately turned us around Hong Kong already. We went to the nearest tourist spots in Hong Kong with our luggages. Can you imagine that? I'm pregnant, we have a baby, and we have our luggages with us while touring around Hong Kong. What a way to travel! Cassie, what are you eating?
It's a good girl.
What are you eating, Annette? The next day, we traveled to Disneyland using their subway, and we're thankful with Manning Vivian because she accompanied us going to Disneyland. Our daughter, she really enjoyed the Disneyland. She enjoyed the bubbles that we bought inside Disneyland, and then the cotton candy. She had fun with her father on the carousel, although it was really stressful because of the long line and the long hour that you have to wait before you get to ride the carousel. Our daughter enjoyed the parade. She's really fascinated with Simba of The Lion King. So when she saw Simba, she was really shouting. We enjoyed the food in a restaurant inside Disneyland. Cassie loved their fries. We went home early to avoid the crowd. We tried the street food of Mongkok Kowloon for our dinner with our cousin Sai. Cassie loved the Kambai tea. She loved the milk tea. She was really gulping for more. The next day, we went to Ocean Park with Manang Vivian. She accompanied us even inside. We enjoyed Ocean Park more because there were less crowd and we went there. Our daughter loved the sea lions. It was a close encounter with the sea lion, so she loved it. She was really starstruck with the swimming sea lions. She really loved it. Her close encounter with sharks were really fun. She was really singing baby sharks like all the time, just because there were sharks on the aquarium. Then we proceeded to have dinner just near our hotel. It's a night market, so we kind of enjoyed that because we're foodie. And then my daughter insisted on buying this huge green grapes, which I haven't seen in the Philippines, so she insisted on buying that. So we did. Then we went to our hotel. We packed our things. Then suddenly my daughter cried and she said, "Mommy." And then there it is. When I looked at her, she was choking. And then after that, she vomited like 3 times. My husband panicked. And then I immediately grabbed our most important bag, which is a bag with our passports, with our travel documents, and with our money. So we have that. We didn't have any jackets, etc. We head straight to the front desk. But the problem was the front desk assistant didn't know how to speak in English. She didn't understand English. The word that she understood at that time was the word hospital. So she Googled the nearest hospital to the hotel, and then we ran straight out. We looked for a cab. Luckily, there was one. And then we went to that hospital. When we arrived in that hospital, they entertained us immediately. They took our information, etc. and what happened. But the problem was they didn't have a pedia ENT. And since my daughter was choking at that time, we were thinking that she ingested a foreign object, and there was a need that be taken out of her, because at the next day we will be flying going back to the Philippines. So the problem was they didn't have the ENT, pedia ENT. So they recommended a public hospital. So we proceeded there. While at the cab, I called my cousin Zai to assist us with this problem and to meet us at the hospital, because there was a language barrier. Most of the Hong Kong nationals didn't know how to speak in English, so it was really quite hard for us to communicate. My cousin is fluent in I think Mandarin, so she could explain the things. She could do the explaining for us. So when we arrived at that second hospital, it was a public hospital. So we gave our passport, so for information purposes, and at their emergency room, we were instructed that we must wait for another 5 hours for a doctor to see the condition of our daughter, which is quite a long time. It was really, 5 hours is really a long time. And I don't know if they got the concept of emergency. I think they don't. That's how they treat foreigners at public hospitals in Hong Kong. So my cousin insisted on going to a third hospital, which is the hospital that she knew. She used to go there with the kids that she's taking care of. It's a private hospital. It's quite pricey. So she explained that to us, but to us, there's no problem with that. So long as our daughter is okay, we are complacent that our daughter is okay. So we proceeded to the Adventist hospital in Hong Kong, and immediately they entertained us. A doctor checked our daughter, and right after, I think 5 minutes, a pedia ENT arrived and checked our daughter. He asked what happened. He made an initial tests on our daughter, and he actually went beyond by asking the Hong Kong Poison Test Center. They have that in Hong Kong. We didn't have that in the Philippines. So he asked that poison center to check if the wrapper of Kinder Joy is poisonous for a baby. If it contains toxins, that is not good for a baby. So while waiting for that, while waiting for the result of that inquiry, the doctor explained to us that the test that will be conducted on our daughter, like the x-ray, etc., will be quite expensive. And he asked whether we have a travel insurance, which, guess what? We didn't have one. So the doctor explained that if we had a travel insurance, the expense will be lesser. So, lesson learned, travel with travel insurance. That's just it. And then probably at around 12 o'clock midnight, the tests were all cleared up. There's no foreign object on my daughter's stomach or on my daughter's throat. We're clear to proceed to the airport at around 4 o'clock that morning. So it was quite expensive. We actually spent around 70,000. So the lesson learned is travel with travel insurance. Thank you for watching. I hope you like my video. Please leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.